Hey guys, the girl Jahlicia, and I'm back with another video. I know, but I'm done explaining. Y'all know what time it is. She's back, okay? And today, as you can see by the title, we are here with Jahlicia After Dark, okay? And I want to thank you guys so much for A, sending in your questions and comments, and B, being patient, because you know a bitch got shit to do, okay? So I really appreciate that. And if you have never watched Jahlicia After Dark, this is our sex conversation where me and the family, we talk about the sex issues that we've been having. Now, all you have to do is email me the letter and I will read it aloud and give you my advice, and then give the opportunity for everyone else to give their advice also. Sort of like Strawberry Letter on Bronze Goddess's channel, but with sex and cussing, you know what I mean? Right. So today, because I've been gone so long, I have a very special letter. This letter was written by someone that I love so much. She knows who she is, and of course it's anonymous, but she had two questions, so we about to do 2 in 1 on today. Yes, we're gonna say question A and we're gonna say question B, so that when you're responding, you can just respond to both of them just by leaving A and B down below. Okay? Now let go. Now before I get started, I know someone's gonna ask, this head wrap was by TonyDaily.com, and you can definitely check it out to go ahead and get this and a lot more things on her site, so go ahead and do so. Alright? Now let go for real. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with question A. And question A, we're gonna get a kick out of, because this is a question that I actually get in person a lot from people, because for whatever reason, this is an epidemic. Okay, so I'm a big girl, as you know. She's really not that big. You really aren't that big, and you really need to stop saying that, okay? Hips and ass don't count as plus size, but okay, we ain't talking, we reading the letter. I think my intimacy game is okay, but it could be better. I have an insecure issue that blocks me from being comfortable with sex. I get to thinking more of my rolls, flapping, and thighs making noise than enjoying the do. One of the big things I want to improve on is writing. So the question's on that. Is it better to face a man or not to avoid the awkwardness? And is it bad if you're on your knees in a sitting position instead of on your feet squatting? Good question. Now, if you watch my Jahlicia After Dark, you guys know I answered this question, too big, too fat for doggy style, and I'll link it somewhere so you guys can check that out. But this kind of goes hand in hand with that. Now, like I told you guys in that video, I've never had that issue, but I started thinking about it, and yes, I did. You guys know I lost weight, but I still and will always be considering myself a big girl, a plus size champion, all that thing. So when I was at one of my heaviest weights and I would get on top, I would hear my stomach flapping and my thighs slapping, and I would be like, oh my god, and instantly I would change positions. That's definitely true. And I'm not talking about some shit that was way in the past, you know, I'm talking about with Ray, but the relationship that we have, I fucking told him, no, I can't be listening to this shit slapping, honey. Let's move. Now, I understand for you, it's in a sensitive pace, so you really can't say that. Nor does anybody really want to do that. I'm just ultra sensitive with Ray, and I can interrupt sex, honey. He's gonna finish, okay? So he'll be like, oh, okay, you done? Okay, let's get back into the first thing that you want to do is it better to face a man or not to avoid the awkwardness? Now, there's no such thing as better. Some men prefer for you to face them when you ride them, and some men don't care. Most men don't care, let me say that. But some people, it's just whatever people like. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. If you're with someone and you're about to ride him, he don't get to choose which way you do it. Sorry, you're already getting the joys of me riding you. You're gonna take this ride how I give it to you. That's number one, okay? And I don't think you're gonna find a man's gonna complain. But I was in a situation where the first time me and Ray had sex, I don't know, I'm free to share with y'all. I was about to get on top, and I just knew what I was doing, and I was on my knees. And he was like, can you squat on it? And I was like, what? Girl, the pain and the burn, okay, that I felt from squatting down, whoo! So I'm saying that to say it's not easy, okay? So as far as the question A, which is whether it's best or better to face him, it's all on your personal preference. But what I can say is this. Let's talk big girl things, okay? Since you're saying that the skin slapping bothers you, I would try putting on a form-fitting lingerie that allows your tits to be out so that you can still get those fondled, but that your stomach is in, and that way you're not totally nude and it will make you feel more comfortable. Also, maybe you don't have to be totally nude, because for my comfort level, because I'm a human and everything else, sometimes I have sex with my top on. I lost weight, my boobs shriveled. I'm like, I don't want to look at them raisins all the time. That's just me. So the person that you're sleeping with should be moving along to your comfort level, whatever it is. And I want you to know that when you're having sex, whether you're on the top, you're getting from the back, or the case may be, you cannot think about that noise. If you're hearing it, position yourself so that you're no longer hearing it, okay? But I like slapping noises. I don't know what you talking about, okay? Imagine slapping noises, but you know it ain't your ass. You know it's just your stomach. At least you can say, maybe that's my ass. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. But anyway, it's definitely just to get you comfortable. Now, if you can't take your mind off of it, I say wear lingerie with your stomach is fitting. Put on a nice little thin girdle up under something sexy. Whatever you need to do. Tie your t-shirt tight right there and let the tits out. Whatever you need to do to have the tits free so that the man don't feel like, because no man wants to play with your stomach. I've had sex before, not with Ray, but in my life, because I've always been insecure because I've been fat. So I'm not on here acting like I'm a sex demon. I just work through these things. That's the reason why I can talk to you about it. I have had sex with a girdle on. Yes, the fuck I have. Yes, I have. And I know you're probably thinking, how did I do it? And I don't have no problem telling you this. Okay, we got to the room where the case may be, we was taking off our clothes. I took off everything, left my black girdle right on. He was like, take this off. I said, no, I'm not, because my stomach ain't gonna be out flapping around. You know what he said? Oh, okay then. And help me take my drawers off. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say, it's more of a mental thing than you think it affects the partner that you're with. So however you need to be comfortable, that's what you do, girl. Okay? Is it bad if you're on your knees in a sitting position instead of your feet squatting? Absolutely not. And if a nigga ever in their life complain to you about that, you tell that nigga try doing it and see how it feel. Because people always complain about stuff that they don't have to do. Men don't have to squat. Most men don't have to squat. So he don't know what it feel, or that burn feel like, okay? So there's no better way. It's just whatever helps you to get on in it properly. You know what I mean? So if you like your knees, then use your knees. For me, personally, on the bed, I need to use my knees because it makes me like all wobbly. But I don't like to squat with my feet unless we're on the floor in different positions. If I'm on a bed, who has time to jump up on a squat? Like, you asking for way too much, bitch. If I got the squat on your dick, then I'm gonna need some cash. That's the black ass bottom line. So there's no better, it's just what's more comfortable for you. And I want you to get out your head and start getting your thing popping, okay? Wait, sorry, that was question A. That was question A. Let's get on to question B. I was just talking. This is question B now. So for question A, leave all your comments in below that you have to say in regards to that down below. Now here's question B. I'm currently not dating but open to it if a decent man approaches me. I would like to have a real companion, so I have to do the whole hold out on sex to see if he's here for more than just sex act. But your girl has not gotten some since our president was black, and I'm losing my mind. Is it wrong to call up an old flame to just get me through the waiting time? Absolutely not, and you damn sure did not have to ask me that. What would a nigga do? Oh, okay. Like, there's no rules, okay? Just because you're a girl, we have needs too, and I know we think about feelings, so we think, okay, maybe he might feel like we're using him. Oh well, tell him in advance. I just want it to be a sex thing, a friends with benefits thing. But no, it ain't wrong. Masturbation ain't wrong. None of that stuff is wrong, and don't ever let nobody make you feel like it is. I mean, to be honest with you, if we're talking candidly, having a one-night stand is not wrong. In my opinion, as long as you protect yourself and you're not sleeping with someone that's, you know, already in a relationship or married or any of that stuff, someone, you know, attached to someone else. But get you some, girl. There's nothing wrong with that. But you do need to practice safe sex. That's the only thing that I ask from you guys, is that you practice safe sex. But get it how you fit in. I'm never going to sit here and judge you. So no, it is not wrong. You can call up that old boo. Okay? Make that be the new Call Tyrone song right there. Call him. Or you can go out and find you somebody new. But as long as you practice safe sex, you're good. That's what I say. But no. And also, for those of you who thinking, if you decide that you want to wait, that's fine too. You get to make the decision for your vagina, regardless. or whether people are going to judge you or not. And I feel like that a lot of times that's why we don't talk about sex, because we're afraid of judgment. I don't judge. I'm into the freaky deaky. Do whatever you want to do, because I'm clear on what I like and what I want to do. So what am I going to look like judging you because you're doing something that I wouldn't do? That doesn't mean I haven't done it, honey, okay? You might think this face look angelic, but it is not. It sucks some dick, okay? Yes, it has. So we're not here to... Yes, I did say it. We're not here to pretend. Like, we're just keeping it 100% real. And even if there's boys watching, now boys, you know you definitely be sucking dick. So let's come on now, okay? Child, so I definitely hope that that helps you. I know you're like, girl, you definitely tried it. But you know I know you, so I'm going to tell you the real. You my girl. And on a sidebar, let me borrow one of them kids to play with. They so damn cute. But thank you so much for writing in. And again, this is a safe place where you can ask me whatever you want at any time about sex at any aspect, and I will give you my full-blown honest opinion about it. And keep in mind, this is not just from my own opinion. I've studied sex. I'm just one of those nosy people that's into that kind of stuff, so I just happen to have the information. And I also have quite a few sex counselors on my Facebook that I ask a lot of questions to, because I'm nosy. Alright? So the email will be in the bottom bar, and I'll flash it across the screen if I... What the fuck was that? I'll flash it across the screen if I didn't already. And as usual, I will go ahead and respond in a video form. So thank you guys so much for your love and support always and forever. And you know that I love you right on back, don't you? You don't? You don't? Well, get your ass off my channel. I did not my hair loose. See what y'all did? See what y'all did? Anyway, peace out.